Hi there, my name is Mario, and this is my pimple for the week. So, tonight I'd like to talk about American Idol. Yes, I know this probably makes me the opposite of cool. It's probably one of the most unlikely things that a straight guy would make a video blog about. But I happen to feel rather strongly about this. So I'm going to talk about it. All right? So, where to begin? Tonight, Pia was taken off the show. Pia, who had one of the best voices of any of the contestants, clearly had the poise of a star. Um, she's gone, and there was no save for her because the judges wasted their only save on Casey. Now, let's get this straight. The save was intended to protect a potential superstar, someone who they thought could win the competition. That's why they invented the save a few years ago, in light of Jennifer Hudson and Daughtry, people who had been shown the exit far too soon. So, who did they use their only save on? They used it on a guy who looks like Fozzie, who growls a lot, makes a lot of silly faces, and who, let's be honest, he's at best a top five or a top six. No one looked at him and thought that guy's going to go all the way. He's going to be an icon someday. Yet everyone thought of Pia that way. So basically, they used up their one save on someone who completely did not need it. So it just shows that these judges just don't know what they're doing. It shows that this show has become just total entertainment. They're trying to shock us. They're trying to become must see TV as opposed to just being a competition. So, I mean, I could go on. I'm trying to think. I don't want to make this too long in the tooth. I don't want to bore you to tears. You know what I'm saying? But I can't help but feel that another one of the reasons that the voting has been sort of random so far in this competition is because the judges aren't providing any sort of real constructive criticism. They're not really guiding the audience in any particular direction. Everyone either gets beautiful from Steven, it was beautiful. They get it was amazing from Jennifer Lopez, and they get check it out. You're in it to win it from Randy. No one really gets any constructive criticism on their song choices. And whenever they are given any sort of minute criticism, those people end up in the bottom three. Do you think it's any coincidence that Pia and Stefano were in the bottom three this week? And meanwhile, they were the only two people on Wednesday's show that got any criticism, and they were the bottom two. So it just goes to show you that judges' words actually carry some weight. So when they give constructive criticism, people listen to them. Yet so far, all they do is fall over themselves, raving about these people. No one gives any sort of real critique on anything. So I think that's one of the reasons that the voting so far has just been all over the map. I mean, let's just think about these judges for a sec. Steven really just, I love him. Aerosmith is actually my favorite band of all time. I've seen Aerosmith live 6 times, and I would do anything in the world to meet Steven and shake his hand and let him know the impact he's had on my life. But in terms of his contributions to this show, he's just there to kind of show his charm, and he's funny and charismatic, but he doesn't really give the contestants much of anything to work with. He's just give some sort of funny one-liner, tell them they're beautiful, and move on to the next thing. Then we have Jennifer Lopez, who all she ever really says is "You're amazing," and "I love you," and "That was incredible," and "You're a star." And she says some variation of that to everybody. This week seemed to be the word amazing. That was her key word this week. And then Randy Jackson, Early on in this season, he was a little more outgoing. He was willing to share his negative opinions about things, but he seems to have been drowned out by all the people booing, and he wants to kind of get in on it and be as popular as the other two. So since he wants to hear the cheers, he's scaled back his actual critique, and now everything is some sort of crowd pleasing variation of "You're in it to win it" and "You can sing." He doesn't really say anything anymore, and whenever he does say something bad, Jennifer Lopez has to cut him off. Have you noticed that? As soon as he starts to say something bad, she has to speak over him. She has to go, "I disagree, I disagree, I disagree," and cut him off. Meanwhile, we already heard her opinion. We know she disagrees. It's just logic. If he's saying something different than she said, clearly these two people do not agree. But JLo has to go, "I disagree, I don't agree," and then she has to take what he says and reshape it in a positive way afterward because she just doesn't let him get his words out. So, needless to say, I think this judge panel needs to be reevaluated moving forward if they want to make the show interesting and credible again. So, Pia, just know that in the hearts of many of your fans, you definitely did not deserve to go home. And I wish you nothing but good fortune in the future. We actually have a couple of mutual friends and acquaintances. So, who knows? Maybe we'll meet someday. I don't know. Either way, I'm sorry that this happened to you. And I think the judges are going to learn the error of their ways when Casey's eliminated at some point in the next 2 weeks because he's not cut out to be in the final three. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Me, my pimple, and my pots and pans are done for the night. Until we meet again, this is Mario out.